Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. A lovely landscape in one of the countrysides near Orangeville. Hi, check my website at ilmaarts.com for more artworks and photographs. Today I'd like to share 2 Corinthians 7 verses 5 to 6. It says, "We face conflict from every direction, with battles on the outside and fear on the inside. But God, who encourages those who are discouraged, encouraged us." Here's my poem. Fears and battles. What things bring you anxiety? Is it a fear or failure or cruelty? We face conflicts from every direction. Are we ready to face all these temptations? The Lord wants us to live out of fear. He created us out of love. That is for real. God encourages those who are dejected. Don't worry if you're oppressed or rejected. Here's my essay. Have you ever felt that there were days in your life where fears and battles were constantly present? You worry about your children or spouse. You are consumed by all kinds of responsibilities and debts. You are scared of failure or being rejected. These are just some of the examples of fears and battles that we can encounter on a frequent basis, if not regularly. The Bible tells us, "Do not fear," 365 times. Wonder why God repeated it that much? Maybe He wants us to remember not to be afraid daily for a year, which totals 365 days. Isn't that awesome? He knows our fears even before we recognize it. He cannot give us a conflict-free life, but He is there to encourage those who fear and are facing daily battles and challenges in their lives. Run to God. Prayer. Lord, thanks so much for being there for me in my weakest moments. Reflection. What fears or battles have overwhelmed you lately? I just had an accident, probably just 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm battling with fear of the trauma of the impact of the accident. Since my car, I was driving my van, I was hit on the driver's side on my left. So now I realize that anything I see moving from my left while I'm driving jolts me. So it's an aftermath of the shock or the trauma of that collision fear. And the way I'm dealing with it daily is to pray to God to help me. But maybe sometimes I don't usually do it, but maybe every time I get into the car I should actually utter a prayer to protect me, because the more I ask God, the more He grants up to me, and for me to pay attention to the road. And no matter how safe I drive, there will be somebody who isn't. So this is the reason why we have accidents. So that's one of the fears that I am struggling with lately. And then a battle that I've been struggling for quite a while is that my husband does not see the Lord as he should be seen. And that's a struggle for me, because the Bible says that wives should submit to their husbands, and it's very hard for me to submit to somebody who does not love the Lord with all his heart, with all his mind, with all his might. And it's really very hard to watch people from my family who does not believe totally in Him, because I know what unbelief does to a person. It deprives us of joy. Unbelief deprives us of the blessings and the fruits of the Spirit. So that's my battle every day, but I lift it up to God every day and pray to Him, and I believe that all this miracle will happen when the time is ready, because only God knows when it will be ready. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you reflect on your fears. This is the first step to change, and the first step to overcoming a fear is recognizing the fear, admitting it, recognizing it. Because the more you deny the fear, or the more you deny the battle that you're going through, the longer it will take for healing to take effect. Because that's what I did for a long time. I was denying it for so many years, many decades of my life. And as soon as I admitted it, as soon as I confessed my sins, as soon as I stopped denying, then that's when I realized that God's grace and mercy and healing powers is already manifesting in my life. So thanks for watching, and I hope you overcome your fears in battle by running to God and seeking His Word and seeking His guidance in everything that you do. Have a good night, and I wish that you will be able to overcome your fears and battles, not in your own strength, but in God's strength. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you. I love you, and so does He.